then I didn't care to continue the comic anymore. So this is a costume design for a costume that I wanted, and that was also supposed to be me. I went through a very dark phase for the majority of my life. But yeah, like, see, that's the top, and then that bottom part goes over it. And then, yeah. It was a hot costume. What's that? Oh, that's the mechanism for locking the costume. It's, I guess, a hobble skirt. I went through a phase where I was obsessed with hobble skirts. And that's how you can unzip it if you want the person to be able to walk to better serve you. And more costume designs. Pants with weird see-through parts. And, oh, look, it's a garter that goes over short shorts. How original. With a shirt and another garter type. I liked corsets and garters a lot. More pants. That was a hot outfit. That was supposed to be made of latex. And you wrap that little thing around it to keep it up. I kind of just like the way she's posed in it too. Look at it. It's hot. See, it's a liquid latex suit / dress. Plus tie-me-up body belt. Nice. Oh, this was a design for a Halloween costume, which I actually ended up wearing when I first kind of came out as someone who was into kinky sex. In the gay youth club I went to, and I went as a slave. And somebody was supposed to go as my dominant, but they dicked out. So I just went as a slave. And then next year I went as a dominatrix. And then eventually I became a dominatrix. That is a cross turning into a penis. And that says more than I ever could with words about my views upon religion. Those are, I don't know, ideas I was playing around with for tattoos or makeup. Crosses, and it says, Hail Satan. Hail Satan! Hail Satan! That guy with mittens, I guess. I don't know. That was me attempting to draw a realistic version of myself without, like, hiding all my fat. So see how the hips are all fat and everything. And I actually owned that bikini. And even though I tried to make her as fat as I actually was back then, it's not. I was fatter than that. That's about as fat as I am now, maybe. My Nana, who died. And she didn't actually look like that. That's me, looking hotter than I ever looked. And that's me trying to figure out how to spell the word cordially. That was a design for a room of some kind. I did a lot of those. That was something to do with homecoming for the second year I was in high school as a sophomore. And I guess they didn't like it well or something, because I do remember towards the end of that, I just didn't bother and it didn't go anywhere. And it's too much agita. These, well, not at all interesting or entertaining, are drawings I did, but I did them for the patent office. And the only reason I'm allowed to show them to you is because, look, see, the patent went through with my drawings. Actually, I think they were somebody else's drawings that I corrected or tweaked or something like that. There's a girl who apparently her boobs are floating her body upward, and the rest of her is hanging down from her boobs, which are suspended in midair. I don't know, I went through a phase where I liked drawing that. And she's in crow makeup, because I also went through a phase where I liked drawing crow makeup. I was really weird. I do believe that was towards the end of my first year of high school. That must have been my second year of high school or something. That was The Time Machine, H.G. Wells. And those were the giant rock creatures in the future world. And see, I drew diagrams explaining the rock creature. It says rock monster. It says that's Weena, because apparently she was a character. And I drew a few different expressions. The profile and the front view. That was the time traveler guy. And I drew him in side view and profile and a few different expressions. And his whole outfit. That was a Morlock. Dude, look at the Morlock eyes. I didn't even bother to draw a profile of him because he's so ugly. Look at a monkey foot. Oh yeah, monkey foot. In loving memory of Weena. More crap for my English class. That's Weena bathing. That's the time traveler with Weena on his shoulder. And it's dark. That is a giant rock monster and he's eating something. Crow lady. Website design crap / board in class. See, anything in my artwork that says kill me or horrible stuff like that is probably something I drew in class because I hated sitting in class bored. That's people and making out and one girl just shoving her boobies in a guy's face. Oh, art whores. That was an idea for a comic with me and Dave. And we'd wear trench coats and draw and be angry at the world because we had to whore our art. Art whores! See, we look exactly the same. People thought we were cousins, and we perpetuated that lie so they wouldn't figure out we were dating. With blank paper. There's blank paper. Outfit of some kind. Art whores! That's a more cartoonized version. Art whores! And circle people. And there's eyes. And there's boobies. Look! There's a thing! And then there's more boobies floating upward. Because I liked it when boobies floated upward, apparently. And that's Foamy, and he's jerking off, apparently. I don't even know why I drew that. Okay, that's the crow woman in the same pose, except my friend Dave tried to draw it, and that's his style of the drawing. Cross that. That's Foamy, and he's hiding behind a pillow, and he's saying, "What anal plug?" And, you can tell I was a sick and twisted child who grew into a sick and twisted adult. Oh my god, it's the twisted woman. Look, they're twisting and twisting and twisting. I must have been in class because you can see the horrible writing means I was in pain and didn't want to be there. The twisting. Can you tell I grew up to be a contortionist? Look at the twisted women. I did a whole series of different weird twisted women. It says, "This is wrong." Well, at least I knew it was wrong at the time. The person. Oh, see, it says twisted women. She's not nearly as twisted as my other women. Inflatable tit torture. I don't even know what that means. But she does appear to be being tortured. I don't remember why. She's got a dirty look in her face, and I think a wet t-shirt, and that's about all I know. That's me with my hair, which was, oh my god, I had such awful hair in high school. And a corset, and a thong, and a strap-on. And it says, "Get your strap on." That was the first time I ever thought about wearing a strap-on. There's a character, and his name was Crap, and it was spelled with a K, and he had crap in his hair, and he had a bag that in very fancy font said, "Crap's shit," which was supposed to be ironic, and I don't know. That was me, with crowy makeup of some kind. I'm not sure if I drew that, or if Dave drew that. Maybe he drew parts of it. That was me. I think this is when I was copying Dave's style of drawing.